sunshine on my mind. My body gets to moving, and I've got a little time. 20 extra minutes, but 5 is all I need. We could do the quick and dirty.
Welcome to another edition of the Morning Wood Show. I am your host, Richie Scott. This is your host,
DeMar Maurice, Fat Tuesday, Bouvier.
Fiona Apple. And we're bringing you another edition of pure ratchetness and drinks.
Like only we can do.
Cheers.
And in honor of Fat Tuesday, you see, I have decided to be just as trifling as Richie Sky, and I'm holding a glass of
Well, you know, people
wine.
like my drinks. I think
They
people
do.
like my drinks.
I hear the feedback. Oh, we love Richie Sky. He's holding a glass of wine. Y'all are just as trifling as he is.
Because they know what a good drink is. And tonight we're drinking a sparkling Pinot. Or at least I am.
That's what I'm drinking too.
Well, I just gave him a different glass.
Okay. But anyway, happy Fat Tuesday to everybody who is out celebrating Fat Tuesday. I know that somewhere somebody is buck naked. Somebody is flashing their boobs for bees and just being all time.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
And then he just ate it right back.
Anyway, I know someone is really getting it in for Fat Tuesday to prepare themselves for tomorrow, which is Ash Wednesday. So, tomorrow.
But you won't see these tomorrow.
No, you won't. You won't see me with this tomorrow. I'll,
Maybe tomorrow night, though.
Sunset.
Mm-hmm.
But just in case you see someone walking around tomorrow with some dirt or some ashes or some mud
Let me clear the air. It ain't ash. Well, it is ash.
It's ash.
It ain't mud, but it's ash.
Anyway.
Ash Wednesday.
You see people on the metro around, probably like around lunchtime, because a lot of people have Ash Wednesday noon services. Do not be alarmed. It's not the mark of the beast. They're just celebrating their religious customs. So, don't start drawing all your money out the bank thinking the rapture has come.
It's Calm 2012.
Down. Calm down. And we've told you here at the Morning Wood Show that it's all right. It's all right.
We're here to educate you.
And speaking of tomorrow being Ash Wednesday, for us heathens here on the Morning Wood Show, it's just hump day. It's just hump day.
You know what, though? I do feel like I'm going to tell them that we were going to do a thing that we call 60 Days of Celibacy at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
When we actually, we talked a good game, but we didn't quite follow through with it. So,
well, look, it sounded really, really good. I love to come up with like themes and stuff like that. And I just like, oh my God, 60 days of celibacy, not 30 days, but 60 whole days of celibacy. I'm going to do it. And, I'm going to be in a new season because it's going to be spring by the time the 60 days are over. And here I am. Just as ratchet as I was.
No wood for 60 days.
I couldn't do it. I just kept procrastinating, and I just wanted to make sure it was something that I could do.
Wait, you were procrastinating?
I wanted to wait. Because I had somebody.
You sound like you're waiting for sex. You're waiting to stop sex. What are you talking about?
I was just waiting for somebody to get me right so that I could start and be fine. Sometimes somebody can get you right, and you could just go, Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't look at me like that.
Whatever. Anyway, so what I was thinking was that because it's a season of Lent and then we have to give up something, I was thinking of giving up self-pleasure.
I think that's a great idea. And maybe you can work on some projects for the Morning Wood Show and stop pleasuring yourself.
It's like a nagging wife.
But in the meantime, I'm going to go along with the show as planned.
I think you should try to give up self-pleasure as well.
You don't know me like that. How dare you?
I think you should.
Clutch the Mickey Motos.
You trying to pretend like you don't do that?
So,
I'm being real. I'm just saying.
I'm being real too, and you don't really know me like that.
I know you self-pleasuring. You pleasurizing.
Pleasurizing.
This is the Morning Wood Show. This is we got to talk about these real issues,
and we will talk about them at the appropriate time.
Wouldn't better than now.
I don't know, but just
y'all know what I'm talking about. Join me if you like in giving up self-pleasure for Lent. Bam.
And if you are not giving up self-pleasure for Lent, join me.
Well, that didn't mean celibacy. Anyway, we gotta move. We got so much to talk about.
So much more to talk about the self-pleasure because we could stay there all day, and I mean all day, like a couple times a day. But speaking of Wednesday, Hump Day, what you gotta say about Chris Brown and Rihanna's remix to Birthday Cake?
I'm sorry, I get into that song.
Now, if you don't know what Birthday Cake is and you haven't heard Birthday Cake, it's on Rihanna's latest album. And it was just a hot little interlude. I mean, it was just hot. I mean, she was real ratchet. I mean, I loved it. You know, everybody in the club loved it. We wanted more of it. DJs were looping it around.
Because it's only a minute and 30
seconds.
Right,
it's only a minute and 30 seconds. And every time they looped it, we dropped it. So, they have shocked us with this collaboration, and it's fire.
What do you think about it, though? Like, do you think it was a good look for them?
I think that this is what happens when you get good wood. You know, you get good wood and nothing matters. I mean, you just like, oh, baby. Let's work on an album when we finish.
Whatever. Okay, so look, on a serious note, well, slightly serious, because you know we don't do real serious.
We're not going to stay serious, but for a second, so let me fix my face. My
fear is that she's going to receive some backlash from this, because I sometimes feel like a lot of times, it appears as though she was a victim of domestic violence. It appears.
Okay.
That's all we can say because we don't know because we weren't there, right?
We don't know.
I just feel like she's going to be the one who gets the backlash for like agreeing to do the song with him. Right. And I don't want that to be the case.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
But at the end of the day, I'm like, look, he's grown, she's grown. And if they have moved beyond it for whatever reason, just let it go. Now, I'm not saying that I support or I'm turning a blind eye to what happened.
Because we don't support that.
Because we don't know. As far as we know, they got into a fight with each other. And shit else. Go ahead and send me hate mail.
I'm not going to, let me tell you, I'm going to say this. I don't know what happened in the limo. All I know is that what I saw in the photos.
It wasn't a limo. It was one of
the car, the limo.
It wasn't Argentina.
The helicopter.
You've gone back to Argentina in the limo.
Oh my God.
And that didn't happen either.
I just recently saw that. But anyway, it didn't happen?
No. Oh. She never fought back, but go ahead.
That was a good scene, though. I like that. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, whatever happened, we saw the photos. You know, we saw the interviews. Right. We saw him apologize. We saw her tell her story. At the end of the day, we're sympathetic to whatever happened.
We are sympathetic to what was presented to us.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is now, if she's at a point where she's forgiven him, and if he's at a point where he's, forgiven himself, and they both agreed to move past it, and they want to get back to the music. That's what I support.
That's what we support.
And I'm not going to judge them.
Right.
I'm not going to judge either.
He apologized for it. I felt that he was very remorseful for it. He did the time for whatever, crime that they accused him of or whatever. And it's a done deal. We can't keep these two grown people away from each other. All we can do is enjoy the music and imagine what's going on in the bedroom.
Because he think they humping, and I don't think they humping. I don't. I'm just saying. I don't think they humping. I think they just did it for to create this.
You are so naive. You are so.
I might be, but I just
they're humping right now. While we're sitting here talking about them, they are humping. And when they pull this up on YouTube, they're probably going to hump again.
No, bro, they're not humping.
Just in our honor, they're going to get it in.
Whatever.
Please get it in just for me. Just do it for me. Tap that just for me.
No more humping for you. Oh, my God. Did you know what we got to talk about?
What?
Basketball Wives.
Oh my God.
Season premiere, season 4. And wait, first, before you go on, I love you, Evelyn. I do.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Basketball Wives is back. I'm happy the show is back because, you know, I have just some favorites on the show. I love my girl Tammy.
I love Tammy.
I love Royce, but Royce is kind of slipping for me. I just love Royce because in the beginning, Royce used to pop her coochie at the drop of a dime. And as if y'all have watched, I love when a girl just go hard like that. So I'm glad they're back. But, you know, these new girls they keep throwing to these sharks, I just feel so sorry for them. I'm like...
Don't you kind of feel like Kenya is Mika 2.0? A little bit.
Rest in peace, Mika. And no, she's not dead, but in our minds, she's dead.
In reality TV, man,
she's dead. You're done. Now, she may have a concussion from the way Tammy popped her last season.
That can surely get you popped.
She's still seeing like stars and, you know, stuff from
Tammy
last
did
season.
whip up on her.
But this new girl, we have Keisha somebody. She don't matter.
Keisha.
We have This other chick, Kenya Bell. Now, this girl, I want to ring her bell. I want to walk up to her house and go ding dong and do a snatch and swap. I want to snatch the weave she's wearing and swap it out for a Star Jones wig. I'm like, come on, girls. Y'all got to look out for y'all girls with these weaves. Y'all can't let y'all girls be on TV and stuff with their hair looking like that. I mean, really, Kenya? Really? I know the divorce settlement hasn't gone
on reality
through.
TV, so you know a lot of times the people on their first season, they don't really know any better.
I know
but
some
the people
girls
who
in
are
the
seasoned
hood who has a tight weave. And they're not on TV. I will not accept any excuses for people on TV with the jacked up weave. I'm sorry. So, Miss Bell, I'll be ringing your bell all season long until you get your hair pulled together.
I want to say, though, I'm really upset about the Jennifer Evelyn feud. I'm really upset.
It's
because they're really, BFFs.
Man, it's really disheartening to see black women go at each other like that. I mean, it's like dudes, we will, not me, because I don't fight. Of course, I'm a bouvier. But guys will just scrap it out, get it over with, and it's not a big deal. But women can hold a grudge like none other. And it's over something that was on a blog.
Well, okay,
you know?
So we were talking about this earlier. I felt like basically the bottom line issue was Jennifer didn't want to see her friend date another athlete and get hurt. Evelyn wanted her friend to be supportive of her, and their lines got crossed. And then you involve interviews and Twitter and stuff like that, and it just fell apart from there. There is no real issue other than that. Right. That's what I think.
I can agree with that. But one thing I can say about Jennifer, have you not learned anything from Oprah? You said your publicist wrote the blog. You don't let somebody write something with your name on it, and you don't proofread it, and you don't agree before it goes out. That's just stupid.
Honestly, to me,
and so you know what?
I believe she knew.
And the thing about it is, whether she knew or not, the thing about it is, this is what happens when these girls get fame and they're not really paying attention to their business. You've got to handle your business at all times. You can't let stuff go out without...
But I'm mad she ain't writing her own blogs.
What are you doing that you can't write your own blog?
I'm mad about that. You can't write your own blog while you're on a plane or something like that. Why you gotta have somebody else write your blog? Now I ain't gonna read it.
Brand new money.
How about that?
Is all I got to say.
I ain't gonna read it.
But, you know, I'm just,
I'm girl, Team Tammy.
I'm Team Tammy.
Whatever team she on.
Tammy is my friend in my head because Tammy is that girl that would just go hard at any given time. I was watching when she was having dinner or lunch with Evelyn, and I was looking like, Tammy, why aren't your nails done? But then it hit me. Her nails aren't done because Tammy needs to be ready to throw them dogs whenever, she have to. And and I'm fine with that. You ain't never got to do your nails. Just keep a little polish on them,
But you know who's pretty much a non-mother factor?
Susie.
She just kind of pisses me off. Like, you just got in the circle again. For real? You just act like you've been there like this the whole time.
You
You haven't. They didn't like you before. They still don't like you. Nobody trusts you.
I just want somebody to pop her one good time. I mean, you could invite me on as a walk-on guest spot, just to walk in the restaurant and just like,
Let me tell you, though, I don't like people that like play every side.
I don't beat women, but I was just saying.
No,
I'm sorry.
does that.
But the shit needs to be popped by somebody.
You can pay somebody to pop it. Anyway,
let's put out a hit.
I just feel like she plays whatever side she feels like she needs to be
to fit in.
Yeah, to fit in. And I don't like that.
And I'm gonna say this, and somebody may not like it, but it's to me. I want to be honest, and I want to enforce my opinion. It's like those white girls in high school that was always trying to be cool with the black girls. So they did whatever they could to fit in, whether they had to throw somebody under the bus or just be a flunky. And that's just how I feel about Susie. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like she's just a white girl trying to fit in with the black girls, and she'll do whatever and say whatever, so no one would turn the evil eye on her.
But the bottom line there is always be yourself.
Exactly.
And that's what, and even they say that. Just be yourself. Be real. That's how you fit in.
That's how you fit in.
Either you will or you won't.
Right.
Whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Moving along.
Moving right along. We're trying to keep up with RuPaul's Drag Race, but it's just so hard.
Let me tell you something. My problem is that there's so many shows out there, and I want to keep up with all of them, but I just can't. I don't have any more room on my DVR.
That's not my problem. My problem is it's still too dragon-like for me. I'm looking.
But it's drag queens.
Oh, but still, these girls are not easy on the eyes. I mean, they do close-ups, and I'm like, pull back, pan left, pan right. I'm just like, I'm having a hard time, but, I do have
I think we need to rectify that by having a guest on the show.
Oh, she's coming.
Is she coming? She's coming soon.
She'll be here.
I'm excited. I won't even say who it is.
Look at me. You're coming.
But you know who you are.
Exactly.
And you're coming.
Exactly. But anyway, I'm trying to keep up, but we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to do the best I can. And if there are any other shows you guys want us to watch, just let us know. We'll do the best that we can to try to watch and give you our little whatever.
You know how we do.
You know how we do on this show. But just another thing for the weekend. Of course, we laid Whitney to rest on Saturday, and it was...
Oh my God, that was a long funeral.
It was long, but it was a well-deserving 4-hour block of my time. I just felt like it was just something the world hadn't seen before. Mm-hmm. I think the camera, whoever was operating the camera, he was very respectful. He zoomed in, he zoomed out at the appropriate times. It was just so well put together, and
it was a moment for me, and I was on vacation in the mountains, and we were all watching it, and I was kind of blown away. It was a sad moment, but...
Yeah, it really was. I tried to hold it together, but the recessional just took me down. I mean, I held it together for most of the ceremony, but R. Kelly did I Look to You, and the recessional was just really, really hard. But I'm just happy that, that she is resting and at peace, and I just, hope her family... begin to feel some comfort for that. I don't really understand why they put her in a public cemetery. I understand that her father is buried there, but I just think that they should have put her in a mausoleum. They should have put her in a wall. Because, a lot of fans are going to go up there. I mean, I think I've already seen pictures on Facebook of her burial site. I just think they should have put her in a wall just for visitation purposes. It would be better for fans if she was, in a mausoleum. They could kind of control that better, but...
We love you, Whitney.
We love Whitney. And I'm so happy to hear all of her music on the radio. It's today they were playing a lot of her songs, and
she's entered the Billboard charts again. So
it's really refreshing to hear that sound on the radio again, because we've been without it for so long and everything. But
and speaking of the weekend, we have to say a big thank you to Daryl Wilson.
Absolutely.
He was able to provide the works for us in VIP with Fantasia on last Friday at the Red Party. Big thank you to Daryl Wilson. Big shout out to Fantasia because she tore it down as always, and to everybody that came out to support. It was a good time, really, really good time.
And we met a couple people. We met Andre's Flavor.
Yes,
he's a blogger. Andre Allen. We met what'sthetea.com. We actually
Mark Angel was there singing.
Yes. So just shout out to everybody that we met. We're going to keep in contact, and just make sure we're all building a community and working together,
Absolutely.
So, and just one thing I just want to say to you all, thank you all so much for all the comments and just giving us so much love. We saw people and it came up to us and was like, we love your show. I mean, that just took it over the top for me. So we appreciate that. Just remember to keep watching, keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep liking,
tweeting.
And we're actually up to 184 fans on Facebook. I would love to see us get to 200.
I would love to see us get to 1,000 by Friday. Make it happen. Goals.
It's the Morning Wood Show. We love you. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Thanks for watching the Morning Wood Show. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Got wood. Wake up in the morning and I'm feeling like a Mac. I can hit a home run cause it's like a ball bat. Hard as a rock but my body still sleep. Rub it out till it's done. When I'm done I'm all geek. Feel it fresh, feel it under my thumb. Feel it in the morning, feel it when I come out of the bed, rolling with the sunshine. Liquid that is, can't wait till next time. Monday morning, start with a bang. Explosions in my hand, then I let it all hang. Loose, let it drop, then I grab my clothes. I'm jumping off the bed, feeling fresh, let's go. Pick it in, let it swim. Throw the towel in, feeling good about the wood. Good wood is not a sin.